Who do I have a text?
Yeah, are we going? What the hell? Is the intro going or what?
It says
I guess
live.
we're live. What the hell? Where's the intro? Intro didn't even go. I guess what's that shit? What's up, y'all? It's Monday night. And apparently, our intro didn't want to work, so there's that.
It was a 20-second delay intro.
But we're here.
Oh, bro. So we're
One of those days.
Yeah, we're a little bit later than usual. We're going to be rolling in about this time normally from now on. It's going to be easier for all of us. But, yeah, it was a wild, weird day for me. And I literally just got home and I was able to create everything and get things rolling just in time for us to start popping up. But we are going to get mocking. It is Mock Draft Monday night, baby. You know what it is. TSA, we are here to have some fun. What's up, Joe? What's up, Will? How are y'all doing?
What's up? Go, it's Monday. It's been a day.
It's been certainly a Monday. That's the best way I can say it.
Let's get a roll call here. Let's see who is here. I mean, there's three of us here, so there's three of us here. I mean, let's see.
So three.
I mean, there's only three of us. Only guaranteed that there are three of us here drafting, but let's get a roll call. McFly's here. What's up? I know Mel's here. Lupe's here. Got the loop.
What's up, Mel?
What's up, Mel?
I finally got my swag, my affiliate.
Dude,
swag.
I wish you would have worn. I want to see the kitty cat swag, like kitty cat swag.
Oh, I had it on yesterday. So we went to my brother. We went to my brother-in-law's house yesterday. I had it on. I don't know if I have a picture, but if I do, I'll send it.
All right. So this is the Minnesota kitty cat swag, but a little bit of fun
red.
stuff. Cats in space.
Mine is more red than I want it to be because I'm not a big fan of red, but it looks good with the Patriot stuff, I will say.
It's gotta be on the red. It's definitely
absolutely.
Good.
When you showed me the options, I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it has to be the red one.
I could even get you on the blue. Yeah. We could have done it on the royal or the dark blue too.
No, you showed it to me. I didn't like it as much as the red. And it's Patriots, so like certain Patriots, the way you blend the Patriots logo with that bright red, with that bright Patriots red, it goes good.
We are going to get more stuff going, man. It's been crazy for me. I want to get more designs rolling because my mind has just been, but man, some of the fun designs that I can come up with and have fun with, I want to keep rolling with it. There is some fun stuff on the website. So if anybody out there is looking for some fun, like football swag, I am going to start getting to doing some basketball stuff because we are rolling into basketball, like, end of season basketball stuff. So I kind of want to have that out there for people to have, to represent their teams. But baseball is also picking up. So I'm going to try to do my best to start getting to baseball stuff. But yeah, I want to, there is some fun football stuff out there. So the affiliated swag.printful.me, check it out. It's all about us having fun.
Wait a minute. Is Wendy and Gina in this draft? What's Mel talking about that she squished in between Gina and Mel?
I don't see.
I'm smashed. Yeah. Let me bring it up. Here it is. Boom. That confused me. Are there people in this draft that I should be aware
Where's
of?
Mel, you're at the first, but we are going to randomize this. I do want a little bit of a roll call. So if one of y'all, if you would kindly just hop into the chat on Sleeper itself.
Already did it.
All right, there we go, Will.
I'm pretty sure Steve's in. I've been
Rico.
communicating. I've been communicating with him.
Rick, TJ, Andrew,
All right.
myself, you two fine gentlemen.
Are firing it up.
Steve,
So I'm going to go right now. What we're going to do.
He sent a message. All right.
We are going to randomize. Oh, Mr. Bennett.
Oh, no. Frito's here. Put him on. All right.
What's going on, guys?
Just in time.
Y'all can't hear me, right?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, Rip? All right, we are going to randomize this draft to make it more fun, make it more. I mean, I want everyone to be prepped, but I want you to be as prepped as I am. Randomize it. All right, here we go. We're gonna randomize it. We're gonna have some fun.
I like the randomizer.
Yeah, because here's the deal: is nobody really is drafting it right now. Nobody. I mean, if you're getting into, if you're really going into a dynasty league to where you are, is it because we are drafting a startup dynasty league? You don't know what spot you're going to be at right now if you're doing that. So it's nice because it's literally giving you an opportunity to be like, all right, we're going to roll the dice. This is what you would be doing from that kind of spot. So every week when we're doing this before the rookie drafts start because of the draft, the NFL draft, it kind of gives people a little perspective of like, all right, well, from this spot, from this spot, from this spot, from this spot, these are kind of the teams that I can build from those spots. So it kind of makes it nice. And from being it randomized, it makes it even better because it gives you that instead of going into it.
It makes it authentic because people like you have this pick and now where we can't trade back, we can't do any trades. So we're just trying to draft the best dynasty team going forward. So I think it gives an authentic feel to it. I like it.
So in the chat, tell me between the number of 2 and 5, between the number of 2 and 5, I'm going to randomize this. How many times should we randomize it? On shit. One of y'all can even answer if we want to get it quicker.
3.
3.
Oh,
I always say 3 too. When it's small numbers, 3.
I got 3, and 4, so I will go with the
4. No.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
3, gosh darn it. All right, here we go. This is where we are.
I got the 106 or the 105.
We got Crispy, we got Will, we got Rico at 3, DB at 4. You're at 5, brother.
I tell you this, I'm not taking Brock Bowers.
Stevie, is that your goalie? Is your goalie Stevie? Your goalie? Is that your guy, Stevie? Or is it TJ? So Stevie
T is the goalie.
Our guy Andrew's at 8. Mel at 9. Oh, sniping me all day. Darn it. I got to sniper Mel. Shit. Then we got TJ Sumter. And then we got our guy Rick at 12 when the turn.
Stevie T, you got the 107. That's like the sweet spot from what I've seen in the past 2 drafts. So I'm hoping I can give positive reviews on your picks instead of negative.
Well, this will be completely different for me from last week because I was at the 102. So now I'm at the 110. So I'm literally on the opposite side. So it'll be fun for me to be in a completely different spot. Mel says I quit. Mel, please do not snipe me all night because I'm gonna. Hey, remember I'm on the other side of you, so I can also do the same thing to you. And I know what players.
The 109 is good.
I know what players you like. So we are gonna get into this. Let's get rolling. We are starting 3, 2, 1. Mr. McCrisper teams on the board. Lamar Jackson, number 1.
Wow.
This is
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
Oh, this is a Superflex. But still, Lamar?
No, I don't hate it. Don't hate it.
I'm not
Bijan there. I kind of hate on that a little bit.
Crispy. I'll give you. I'll give,
Rico.
I like it.
My brother.
That's who I was going to pick.
Hey, bro. He wants it, Bijan, but
I was going to pick him. Now I'm confused.
Already starting out different from the last two.
Flying the board.
I already took Jaden Daniels, so I think the 106 is going to get a gift if this guy doesn't take Jaden Daniels here with the 104. The 106 is getting a gift.
Who you going first pick?
Where's McFly? He was just here commenting in the YouTubes. McFly on the board. There he is. That's great pick.
Snipe.
I mean, Jaden, man. Whew. I don't know how you cannot want to be picking him right now. That team, man, they looked so good going into the playoffs. They played great. I feel like they played strong football in the playoffs as a rookie. He played very solid. Getting Debo, that's very, very, I mean, that's could be very huge. I mean, what they have Brian Robinson Jr. on the team, that's going to be helpful with having Debo there. I mean, I don't think they'll
draft a running back, JC?
I don't know.
You think they still draft a running back?
I don't know.
Eckler's still rostered, right? Eckler's still rostered.
I think he is. But I think at the same time, you have somebody like a Debo. That's you, brother. You're on the clock.
I know that. I was waiting to talk about my pick, but I mean, you took up all the clock, so
I love doing that. That's my favorite thing.
I'm taking Joe Burrow. I'm taking Joe Burrow here, and it's because he's the beneficiary of the recent signings.
He's got two guys that are at least guaranteed 2 years apiece.
Man, I'll argue with Chiefs fans all day that he is the best NFL quarterback right now, Joe Burrow. I'll argue with anybody. I don't want to hear this Mahomes argument.
Crispy, I agree. Hey, Lamar, drafting players that you love. Hey, I like this. I like that pick. But Crispy, drafting players that you love and have got you there, I'm all about it.
Burrow's awesome, man. I love Burrow.
Hey, talk about it. Talk about the Bowers. I'm going to tell you right now, I did this in the first one we did, I did that at the 6th.
Well, initially when I got on, that's why I jumped in the 4th spot, not knowing you're going to randomize it, because it's the only opportunity I'm going to get a chance to even draft Bowers and stuff like that. Because if I'm not in that range, I know he's going to be going before I do. But look, Geno's there now, one of the accurate QBs from last year. There's some rumblings going on. I don't know if you guys saw that picture. There's a video too where they got Geno practicing with Diggs, out practicing and everything. So maybe that's a sign of someone coming over. Also, I don't know if you guys saw that picture of Geno standing next to Shedeur Sanders too. So all in black.
Okay.
All right.
I'll add this. I will add this about Bowers. I don't think that his trade value can go any higher. I mean, do you see him getting better? Or like he already is the tight end one. So that's why I say that.
See him getting, I think he gets better.
Can he make a bigger gap between 1 and 2 and create more trade value? I mean, I have him on one of I have 2 dynasty teams and I have him. I traded up to get him last year. And I'm like toying with the idea of selling them high. I really am.
I think here is why I'm okay with the pick is because it's the fact that the tight end position is very scarce at what is going to be consistent.
I know that. I get that. I understand that. That's why I like is he going to be like Kelsey had a big gap. Yeah. Gronk had a big gap. Those guys were worth first, like the 1-2 turn picks in redraft. In dynasty, you push them up a little higher because you get them all the time. So I get it, but I mean, I'm just talking trade value here.
Well, as far as trade value and everything, you're probably going to get the highest trade value going into this draft and everything if you have them. Yeah. But when you guys are talking about gap, you got to think, yeah, there's going to be a gap, but it ain't going to be as big as gap as everybody's thinking it's going to be because Trey McBride is going to be right up there.
Very good, yeah.
I look at Bowers and Trey Bride as 1-2, 2-1, however you want to look at it. I mean, to me personally, I'm going to take Bowers over McBride. But I had McBride in multiple leagues last year, and here's the thing. Okay, no TDs. That's going to get better for McBride and everything. Okay, you would like to think it's going to get more upside with the TD aspect of it, and the same thing goes for Bowers. He has the upside for TD, so that's where I'm looking at as far as both of them.
Oh, I see Rico in here saying I didn't know the rookies. Yeah, Rico, bro. Rookies is everything. This is a dynasty startup, which means you're literally drafting everybody. There's no rookie draft. You're drafting what's available right now.
So Steve, so what is it? Steve, where's Steve? What did he pick? He took Jalen Hurts, and he's on the clock. Okay, all right. I'm gonna analyze his first 2 picks once he makes this pick, real quick, because I want to give him some tips if I have to.
Do you see what I did? Receiver. What do you think about that?
CeeDee Lamb. All right, I don't hate it.
I went Chase Neighbors. What do you think about that?
I like that. That's very good, JC.
You never go wrong.
You got to remember, this is a 3 wide receiver league, so you have to start 3 wide receivers. So the roster is 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 flex, and a tight end, and a super flex, which means you can start a second quarterback.
Mon-Ra. That's such a good.
But you have to start 3 wide receivers.
I think I know where I'm going. Is it my turn?
Full PPR. Yeah. Remember that. Full PPR.
I don't normally start 2 quarterbacks, but I'm gonna just to see what I can make of it. And I'm taking Justin Herbert.
I love kickers, and if I am to start up, if we do get into some TSA leagues, they will have kickers. I'm sorry, they will have them. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Crazy how you don't have them. You always win money on them.
We win money, dude. We win every week, bro. We were, dude, for a while. It was just like every week. I was like, hey.
It was like 6 straight weeks.
It was just money.
They're still in high stakes leagues, so I can't complain. So I mean, I think they should. People should. I wish that all fantasy leagues would do away with them. But
if they same thing with DSTs.
DST is required. I like having DST.
Yeah, but the normal style of DST where you literally, as soon as somebody scores on you, you're at 6 points. Fuck that. That is not okay. And they score on you again and you're at 3 points. What? That doesn't. Okay, so you're telling me right now if a defense pick 6 and goes back,
10,
I'm
6,
losing
3,
points
1.
on my defense?
Yeah. 10, 6, 3, 1. Yeah. There should be exceptions like you just brought up. There should be exceptions.
So there's ways to do that with how Iggy does it, and it really builds your defense and DSTs to be better.
Oh, crispy.
But yeah, I think kickers should be involved because I'm gonna tell you right now, watching the Vikings last year when everyone's like, "Oh, Sam Darnold's so good." Okay, when we win against the Jaguars, when they start Mac Jones, their backup, and we still win by what was like 9-6 or something like that. We won because we had fucking 4 field goals, and Sam Darnold threw 3 picks, no touchdowns, and we still won the game. Yes, that is a very important position when you have a kicker that is nailing field goals to help you win games.
I know. I value the kicker. If kickers required, I value the kicker. I had in Scott Fishbowl 13. I think
all positions can be valued if their points are structured properly.
Yes. So Scott Fishbowl 13, I drafted Brandon Aubrey and David Akers, and I took Akers because I had a Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith stack, and it just felt right. Stack the kicker with the quarterback. And I ended up playing 2 kickers the whole time because I was on MFL and not Sleeper. And and I was like, yeah, 22, 21 from my 2 kickers. Can't go wrong.
You're on the board.
All right, hold on. Who am I taking?
Hey, Chef. By the way, Scott Fish, they did do a what are the side leagues that they do? The
Satellite leagues?
No. It's the goofy leagues they do on MFL. What are they called? The FPC leagues, FFPC leagues, or it's a charity thing that they do. It's a side thing that they do. Last year they had it, and it was like you literally had coaches, punter, all that was everything you're talking about right now. They had that involved. It was awesome. Yeah, the eliminators. Yep. 100%. Yeah, they had all that.
Oh, Steve, no.
Awesome.
So I know is that Mel's going to be upset.
I think Stevie T should have taken JSN there and instead of AJ Brown. AJ Brown's going to be great this year, but for Dynasty, 3rd round pick, I think with JSN still available, I would have picked him there.
Yep,
he's still 100%. On. Sniper Mel should take him, unless she needs a quarterback though.
Yeah, Frito sniped her with pick and love.
Yeah. So quick question for you guys, and I don't know. Every year you see a different pattern within fantasy football when it comes to drafts, and I feel like this year is going to be like the trend and stuff like because I kind of seen that the last 3 mock drafts that we've done is not everybody's always going 2 QBs in the Superflex in the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and everything. And I think that's what kind of if you kind of see those trends and stuff like that, it makes you a little bit more where you could be a little bit more flexible, grabbing those skill positions up at the top.
Yep. Hey, right now, dude, look at this. Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, Breece Hall, Drake May. I'm okay with that, dude. And starting my dynasty league with that, I'm very okay with that.
You could have had JSN as your wide receiver 3.
Why would I want JSN, dude? I'm sorry.
Why? Because he's about to take a role on that's gonna boost his dynasty value.
Where did Justin Jefferson finish last year?
Metcalf is gone though. So
where did Justin Jefferson finish last year?
I'm not sure, but he had a lot of spike weeks. I'm mad because I took Garrett Wilson over
where
him
did
in
Jordan
a big draft.
Addison finish last year? Because Jordan Addison was better than JSN in his rookie year and in his second year. So where did Jordan Addison finish last year? You can already say that.
So what's your point?
I don't care about the wide receiver 1 or the wide receiver 2. I'm talking about
my point is a dynasty asset here.
I'm talking about the quarterback who is throwing to him, and I'm comparing to
Donald. Yeah, I know that. Donald.
So where did Justin Jefferson finish last year?
I'm not sure. I'm still mad that I took Garrett Wilson over him, though. I'll tell you that.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, the spike weeks were great, but it was very, very, very inconsistent.
But that was always
JSN is not Justin Jefferson, and now he has to be the number 1 on that team. So I'm just trying to say, like, you might be okay with it, but I
have Burrow, right? I got to take Tay Higgins now.
Let's see here. I'm gonna
monster contract. It's a good stack.
Monster contract leads to a down year.
True.
No, it wasn't a monster contract for him. He could have got more from the Patriots. I guarantee that. He only took 28.5 per year. The Pats were offering Godwin $30 million. They didn't even offer Higgins anything because they just assumed it was going to cost them $30 million, and they weren't down for paying $30 million for a wide receiver because they didn't even pay Randy Moss $30 million. If Moss was making $30 million when he was around, they would have been like, sorry, Tom, we can't sign him, buddy. Yeah, like swear to God, like that's how the Patriots front office works.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think that JSN. So if you want my opinion, I don't think that JSN finishes in the top 18.
I'll wager something on that. What do you want to wager, JC? I'll wager on that.
Top 18
this year.
This year.
I'm in on that bet. I'll take that.
Okay. And that's pretty good because I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking at it right now. I know that Justin Jefferson did really well, but that's because Justin Jefferson is
him. I know that, but so is
unbelievably
JSN.
elite.
But so is JSN.
I don't think that JSN is elite. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jordan Addison, being the number 2 on a team, did better than JSN did.
Than Jefferson
year and did last year, and he did last year. Every year he's been better than him. And guess what?
He had
last year.
So I'm not getting your point though, because Donald, now the quarterback that Addison had is now the quarterback that JSN has. So what's your point?
I'm saying you're comparing JSN.
Geno Smith stinks. Okay, Geno Smith is terrible. Terrible. Awful.
I understand that.
Pete Carroll makes him. Pete Carroll makes him okay.
I don't think JSN can be a number 1 wide receiver.
Pete Carroll made Russell Wilson look okay too.
I think my point is I don't think that JSN can be a number 1 wide receiver, and him getting that.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
this is fun.
Sam Darnold
This is Minnesota Vikings fandom taking over right here as we see it. Right, JC is sour about Sam Darnold, dude.
Why would I ever want that dude? I was sour when they signed him. We got luck, dude.
Look, he's not going to win no Super Bowl, but he's going to throw touch. JSN is going to get 150 targets, dude. 150.
He's going to go. I remember this color. I remember.
I'm not going to lie. I would take that bet too. He'll be top 15.
Top 15?
Yeah.
All right.
150 targets. At least.
Now, I want to say
140, but
if you went and looked at an over and under, like on where JSN will finish, I guarantee you 18 is going to be that point right there.
Take that over.
That's possible.
Take the over, baby.
And it's a tough one. As much as I would like to think,
I'd
like to think he'll be better in the top 18. I also feel that he's going to fall outside the top 18 because there's just a lot of talented receivers out there, and it's to JC's point.
Give me this bad boy.
I think to me, you're going to see a lot of running game this year, man. You got 2 talented running backs in that offense. You're going to see a lot of running, and you're probably going to see a lot of dump offs too. But it's not going to be JSN, man. I mean, he's going to get double covered. You're going to see a lot of. I don't think he's going to be used to that, man. DK took a lot of that coverage, and especially when they also had another wide receiver on that team that took a lot of coverage because he was a huge veteran.
Well,
you know, like
the thing that helps him, JC. The thing that helps him is they can move him around. They can put him in motion. They can move him into the slot. He's gonna still get slot snaps. Regardless, like MVS can play out wide. You know, for some formations. Now, I'm telling you now, JSN 150 is bold, but 140 is probably right target.
Wait, do you know how many he had last year? JSN?
Offhand? No, I don't know offhand.
He has 137 last year.
Okay, so there you go. It's going up, Jay. And not only is that going up,
I can easily see 150.
The A-dot is going up because his A-dot is low because he did so well from the slot. But he had downfield targets. Did you watch the games? I paid attention to Seattle.
You get all the targets in the world. Don't mean they're catchable. I'm going to tell you right now.
I disagree. I think you're underestimating Donald. You're underestimating Donald. Jameis Winston is the worst quarterback in the world, but he supported Mike Evans and Chris Godwin 1 year like you wouldn't believe. So
yeah, he was like 3 years into his career.
He threw 30 interceptions, and those guys still average 20 a game, both 30. Of them.
But I don't compare the same kind of player. I don't compare that. I don't think Darnold's a gunslinger.
JSN is an elite multi-route, multi-role wide receiver. You just haven't seen it yet. You're nuts.
Look at this. Everyone's agreeing with me.
No way.
Now, with that being said, JSN did finish 9th ranked receiver last year.
Okay.
But now with DK
don't see
gone,
it.
that's going to increase. I don't know if he's going to necessarily get better.
I think it
With
kind of
DK gone,
offsets.
yeah.
It kind of offsets, but he's going to get more volume. Does that make
Because
sense?
Cup
In
now is
higher
gonna
in
go as
higher
two.
A dot in
What
higher
up,
A-
Ty?
It's a formula to more fantasy points. Who cares
man.
if he has a lot of incomplete passes? I don't think it's going to be to the point where it negatively
He
impacts
caught
him.
100 out of those 137 last year, and he had 1,130
Gino.
receiving yards. That's good.
It was slot snap, so expect that to go down. The percentage, the catch rate to go down, but the A
Yes.
dot's going up.
When you
A
have
dot and
DK
A yards.
Metcalf taking
are
double
going up.
coverage, and you have Tyler Lockett also taking a receiver. They're both gone. Now he's the only guy. I mean,
No, they got Cooper Cup.
oh, sweet. Cooper Cup, the shell of Cooper Cup. Yeah,
Cooper
the
Cup
ghost
goes
Cup is
underneath, bro.
awesome.
Cooper Cup is an underneath master. Whatever, JC. We'll see. JSN's
They
a beast, man.
literally just traded.
He
Tyler
is
Lockett
like
for Cooper Cup.
a must-have. I'm drafting him everywhere I can in redraft. Dynasty too, I suppose.
Mm. You know what? I'm gonna take my third quarterback.
Rick is here.
I like keeping him young.
What's up, Rick?
I don't know, man. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens in Seattle, man. I think it's gonna be a weird year for them.
Thursday
We'll
check
see.
down. Thursday
That is
check
a
down.
lot. That is a lot of. Those are some big moves, man. You lost your quarterback, bringing in a brand new quarterback, brand new wide receiver, basically moving your young wide receiver who was a slot receiver. Now he is your power receiver. I don't know. Now you have two slot receivers. I don't think it's gonna work, dude.
I think you're
I
not
think you're
reading
gonna
the
see
situation properly, JC.
I think here's the reason why Seattle made a deal with Sam Darnold to where they can get out of it after year one, because they are not sure he is the guy. Just
Nope.
like the Vikings were not.
I'll
sure.
tell you the reason.
After he took them 14, he got them 14 wins, right? And they were still like, bye. There is something there where they understand where Sam Darnold is not the guy. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I watched him every single week, he's not. Why is CMC on the board? I don't know. There was also this other running back. I'm going to tell you right now, he also had this issue with cartilage in his knee and his tendonitis in his knee called Todd Gurley. I'm nervous about CMC.
He's too much of a liability for me.
I'm gonna take Ty Warren here in hopes that the Bengals draft him. That would be, but they signed Gesicki, so
the Bengals, yeah, they signed Gesicki to Gesicki said this.
But that don't mean nothing. Teams use two tight ends all the time. Teams use two.
No. They spent so much money on offense.
Sample still rostered?
They spent so much money on offense already. They need to be worried about their defense now.
What I forget what JC was talking about earlier.
Said, I got life-changing money. That's different.
Gesicki's not bad.
In round 6, CMC in round 6, round 7, I'm good with that. But I'm not in a dynasty league. You're still taking risks, man. I'm telling you, think about Todd Gurley coming off those injuries, and he had the same exact issues as CMC's having right now.
It's a pain tolerance. It's different per person. It's pain tolerance.
I get that, but it was
Todd Gurley wanted nothing to do with that, and you knew it the second he was in pain in any game. CMC is kind of similar. He dogged it out because he thought he was going to get big contracts, and he has. But
yeah,
he's the same way. He'll sit out if he's in pain. Like
that's the only thing that worries me, man. It's the same kind of issue. Like when you're talking about cartilage, and you talk about, tendonitis. That's in the knee. That shit's gonna deteriorate quick, especially in a running back who's planting and shifting like he does.
Yep. You can't.
The same style of running back that Gurley was. It's the same style. Shifty plant shifts. Boom, boom. Quick moves. Yeah. She said all urine during nothing. All urine.
Stevie T is doing good. I still would have added JSM, but he's got 3 good wide receivers there.
Why is JSN still is he still on the board?
No, he's long gone.
Where is he at?
He went to TJ, whoever has the 111.
See, I don't understand.
He picked him over Drake May. All right.
And a lot of other wide receivers that I'd be okay with. T. Higgins literally just got a huge paycheck. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
I would no JSN over T Higgins all day.
Over DK?
Over T.
Over
Tay.
DK Metcalf?
Tay.
You're taking him over DK Metcalf?
Oh, it's my turn. Who do I have? What's my turn? What do I need? CMC is still there.
There are so many elite wide receivers here.
I'm going youth.
Might as well.
I'll take Metcalf.
You could have him.
Damn it. I was hoping he
round 7, the round of wide receivers.
I think Pickens is the beneficiary if both are rostered, but if Pickens moves, then DK is going to be nice, real nice. He'll pay off where he's being drafted now. And then it'll obviously move up if Pickens is moved. So you'll have the best of them now.
What percentage do you think Pickens gets moved?
I don't think he gets moved, but I don't rule it out. I think he should stay because he's going to be a beast if they can find the quarterback, I guess. Jackson Dot, right? I have good vibe. I like him. I think if he has those 2 wide receiver options and they find a running back, but that's the thing, like, they're going to have to hit on their day 2 running back because Jackson Dot will cost them wherever they're picking. I mean, I don't see them getting them in the second round if they don't take him in the first. I actually think he goes higher than most expect.
Yeah, I think either if he doesn't go in the first round, he'll go at the beginning of the second round.
Dude, I think Jameson has a big boom this year. Jameson Williams, man.
I like that pick.
I think he's going to have a fun year this year.
You got a good team going there, JC. I didn't like the Breece Hall pick, but given how you given your build the 3 quarterbacks and just giving your build it now seeing how
the reason I went with Breece is because he's still young. He's still
I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I thought there were better options at the time, but seeing where you went with it,
I like it with Fields.
I like it.
I like it with Fields because I think that he kind of takes that that's he's gonna throw it a little bit here and there, but everyone's gonna think it's gonna be Fields that goes or it's gonna be Breece.
Yeah. Breece should be heavily involved, and that's where they went wrong offensively last year. Is they didn't use him enough, and it was because of stupid Aaron Rodgers.
You got it. Stupid Aaron Rodgers.
I like personality old guy Rodgers better than young guy personality Aaron Rodgers, but I think I prefer a young guy player over old guy player. Like That's weird, right? But no, he definitely killed Brees Hall last year, 100%.
Damn. Yeah, we got a nice stack here. Stevie's got the Bucks stack, I think, here. Let me see. Who was it? Oh, who's got Baker, Mike Bucky? Oh, Rico. Yeah. Bucky Irving, Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans.
Ayuka's good too.
TJ going to
Stevie T did a much better job tonight than his first draft.
There's a running back I like here, but just gonna grab another running back. Go Joe Mixon. A little bit older, but he's a solid running back.
He'll be good for this year.
Yeah, good for this year. Yeah, Mixon, man.
Well, I want Will to explain the Khalil Shakir pick. I've been trying to find somebody to convince me to be in on him, and I have yet to find this person. And there's been a couple of good people who have made their case, and I still was out. So I want to hear it. Will, tell me about Shakir.
See, I don't know if I could really prove it to you because I watched him, and he's just good, and he's young, and him and Allen have that chemistry.
That's it. That's the only thing I know of is that Allen really likes him. Like other than that, I can't
he catches
figure
the
out
ball.
I
don't know what it is like about him. You know, he's not definitely. If he's there at 7, I'm taking him for sure.
He's like a junior Edelman, junior Wes
Yeah.
Welker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to convince somebody though because that's like all feeling. That's just going with my gut. My gut's telling me that's the guy you want on your roster this year.
I wish
same
Buffalo.
feeling I have when Debo was going nuts. Sorry.
I really wish Buffalo would consolidate what they do a little bit. Like they are way spread out. Yeah.
I mean, they paid Allen, which obviously they should have.
But they did pay him. When I saw that contract, I was like, "Oh, do I have to move Shakir up?" and it's the guy I'm not generally in on. So,
but like my late picks, I'm looking for Ray Davis.
Yeah, I like this.
Yep.
Yes, I like.
I'm looking for I picked up Cook. He's 27, I think. 27 to 28. He's still young. 2 or 3 years.
Damn, Frito been sniping me in all these drafts, man. I was about to take ET.
Did you see what he said? Shakir has white boy YMCA moves, but gets open.
Isn't that that's what I said when I mentioned walk-up in different terms, I guess.
I like that. Talk about top quality commentating.
Man, I'm going to go with a veteran guy, too, in a good situation that I really
want to
like.
hear that at the draft. I want to hear that at the draft where somebody's like, this kid, he's just got YMCA, the kid at the YMCA he's a white kid at the YMCA, can just drill every single shot. He's just shooting every drill, this basketball. For some reason, he just shoots basketball so well every time.
Okay, so now I see the problem with starting with 2 quarterbacks. This is why I never start with 2 quarterbacks, but in Dynasty, sometimes it's called for. But I feel like I just took Najee there out of need, and George Pickens went right after that. Pickens went right after, and I think as a Dynasty asset, Pickens is more valuable than Najee. So
I don't know if he is. I don't know if I agree. I think in this offense that you're grabbing him in, now he's going to a new offense where that offense is going to use a running back. He's going to be very, very valuable on that offense. I don't know if Pickens is going to be as valuable, right? Right? You got a new quarterback into the system. You also have another wide receiver coming into that system. He's going to be taking a lot of, you're going into a system where running back literally is taking a new his job for himself, right? You're going to not just the system
Here's as far as a dynasty perspective goes. Here's where I worry. He's never missed a game. When do the wheels finally fall off? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, right? I see Harbaugh, right? Harbaugh is going to use him properly. He's going to use him well. I mean, how often do we see Dobbins be injured, right? Dobbins was injured almost his whole career. Okay. How many games did he miss this year?
Some.
How many games did he miss this year?
I don't know, but I know he missed some.
I thought
Dobbins missed a lot of games this year.
He missed some. Yeah.
How did he finish so high? How did he do so well?
Let me look.
He was well when he was active because he was well when he was active.
But Najee is healthy. This is Dobbins, who had missed how many years, how many games? Like, how many games has he missed? And he come into this new system with a coach that we know likes to run the ball. He did the same thing when he was in Michigan, so he's gonna run the ball. And you want to keep your quarterback
13
healthy.
games.
13 games is really well for Dobbins, who missed how many games in his career? I mean, it's
last season he only played 1 game, and the season before that he only played 8 in Baltimore.
Okay, so I'd say that's pretty well for a guy who had 2 massive knee injuries.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
He
did miss a little bit.
That.
I like
here's
that
my thing. Here's my thing with Harris, though. If you really sit there and think about it, it's kind of prime for him this year because you go back and look. He hasn't been utilized like heavy in Pittsburgh and stuff like that. He has still fresh legs, and this is that like prime year to have him.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then I need and with Brian Robinson, I just need a piece of that offense with Jaden Daniels. So
I kind of like him for now. I kind of like him. I thought they were going to upgrade there, but as the free agency is moving along, I'm starting to think they might not because they have Eckler and Brian Robinson is pretty good. And I feel like maybe they're like, yeah, we like the running back class, but I think we're going to pass on it because we have Jaden Daniels. and that's it. Like,
I don't think they pass. I don't think anybody passes this year. There's just so many good options. You're going to be able to get running backs later and stuff. I guarantee.
I don't know.
I guarantee the Commanders are going to take a running back probably before the 5th round.
I don't think so, though. I don't think they're going running back. I don't think they do it. Nothing screams to me. I mean, you could be right. They could take a flyer on one of the late round ones if it falls right. But I just think I don't know. I think that they were happy with the pass protection and the receiving game and what Brian Robinson does along the goal line and what Jaden Daniels does. I could be wrong. But it makes sense that they should upgrade if the upgrade calls for it. But it hasn't happened through free agency. So,
man, I don't like these options here, man. There's a lot of nasty ass picks here. Ugh, this makes me want to just barf. And I have the
10th round, right?
Yeah, and it's coming around to me. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be excited about being in this position. I like my draft until this point because there is not a lot of players here that I'm just like super.
I see a running back that's jumping out to me right now.
I'm just gonna go Reed here just because I need receivers. I'm not excited about that pick. I mean, Mel might. I'm surprised she didn't take him. She said she wasn't excited about her pick either. Yeah, it's something about this little area here where I'm just like, ugh.
I think Reed can have spike week if Green Bay can figure out the X position.
Well, I mean, to me, here is my wide receiver 4, right? So here I'm looking at Jerry Jeudy. Okay, who's playing quarterback? Josh Downs, Ricky Pearsall, yeah, he could be okay. Michael Pittman, Keon Coleman. I mean,
No, you don't want
Adams. I mean, Devontae Adams going to LA. That's good, all right, but he's old, right? Yeah, great. And then you're getting to some rookie players.
Devontae's still there. I'm gonna pick him if he's still there. I'll just tell it
Devonta?
everybody now. Devontae Adams, hell yeah.
All right, well, if he comes back to me, I'm going to take him because I'm in front of you, bitch.
Oh, fuck you.
Just playing.
I
don't hate it, man. I don't hate it.
He's gonna have such a good year. He really is.
We were talking about this the other night, right?
Yeah.
Never. So last year he didn't really have it, but the year before he had 170 targets. It's crazy.
Listen, it took me until this year to say Josh Allen is an elite NFL quarterback. I've always considered Matt Stafford an elite quarterback. Now he has Devontae Adams, and I don't think Devontae Adams is washed at all. I think he just didn't want to play football last year, and I think he's in for a monstrous Randy Moss.
Why the hell did I
do?
I
really do. I really do. He's got one monstrous season left in him, and it's just so set up perfect. And if Cup was to miss games, those games are going to be boom, boom. DFS chalk. Anytime Puka misses a game, Devontae Adams will be in like 79% of lineups.
I'm taking him, man. Thank you. We should be in more leagues together.
What's my contingency plan? Hold on. What do I got here? Matthew Golden still there.
You hated on him. Don't talk him up now.
I know. I don't like him at all. I shouldn't say at all, but I think landing spot's going to be key for him.
I'm going to try to avoid any drafts that you're drafting in because you're always talking about these players. While I'm wanting to draft them, they go before they get to me.
You sniped me a bunch of times, so I feel like we're on the same page. We got Steve Pittman. I don't know. I have him in one dynasty team, and I don't know what to do with him.
I would hold him.
I am holding. I've been holding him, but like I'm waiting for him to
They got to get their QB situation.
I feel confident in putting him in the lineup and forgetting about him. I find myself taking him out of the lineup sometimes.
I get it.
Let me put that guy in the queue. Wow. There's a guy still there. I'm not. Is it my turn? I can't say anything yet. Frito's picking.
We're gonna turn these into best ball leagues. So just so y'all know, so at least draft, accordingly near the end of the league, end of the draft.
I'll let you have them.
Nice. You knew I wasn't gonna take Ka. I don't mind Ka this year though.
No, but as soon as JC said we're turning the best ball, I got to pick up that third QB.
Well, you also have to realize Carr also signed that contract to where he's basically there until 2026. So he is basically solidified to be on that team until then. It is basically to turn his his contract into a full bonus until the end of that. So he has to be there.
I wanted to take Njoku. I didn't realize he was picked.
Oh, you always take Loveland, dude. You're all about that.
Yeah, the landing. If he lands on somewhere good like Cincinnati.
Oh, who said Carr is not solidified to be in New Orleans? I know you got. I saw. Maybe
Who
I
says this? Well, Kirk
Who?
Cousins could be in play.
Maybe I misinterpreted what it said then, because I remember him make that contract to where they said that
I
his deal
saw.
was turned into a
So
bonus.
I have Carr on a dynasty team, and as far as I know, he's been already announced the starter.
Ooh,
I-
give me some more deets, bruv. I love seeing you here, brother.
Should I? So I'm not going to talk about him yet. When he gets picked, I'll talk about him. But there's a sleeper wide receiver still
Chef.
available. Young.
Said they're deep and hard negotiate.
He was on his way to a major breakout last year before a season-ending injury. Guy's still on the board.
Chef said Carr's contract is until death at New Orleans, and upon death he moves to the ocean and becomes a levy. It's funny. I got my next receiver on the lock right now.
Me too. I have him queued up, but I'm gonna feel bad about it if I pick him.
You better not pick the guy I'm picking, then you will feel bad.
When it's my turn, I'm gonna ask Frito if he wants to pick him. If he says yes, then I won't pick him.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'll make a pick for you before you do, but before you make your pick, I'll talk him up.
You want me to pick him or you want to pick him? I don't care.
Well, if you don't pick him, I'm gonna pick him.
Yeah, I'll fade him then. I'll let you pick him if he's still there. So it just works out. It just looks better on your team.
Rico says, "Damn, Adams lasted this long." And after,
leave Shaheed for me.
I will.
So Devonta Adams is my wide receiver 5.
Talk him up though, because he is being slept on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Cooper Kupp here. Fuck.
Yeah, but no, you hit it right on the nail and stuff like that. Look, Shaheed was lining up for what's real funny about it, he was lining up for a great season and stuff until the injury happened. But where he was the big darling of everything is because of Scott Fishbowl last year with the way they had to set up with scoring and everything. And he just became even more valuable. So I just think it's the same thing. It's the same thing, just as more years and stuff like that, and he gets more consistent. Carr has an eye for him.
He was starting to do he was starting to get consistent is the thing. And
that was my receiver. He was the guy that he was on. Yeah.
So 3 years ago, JC, I texted you about a buddy of mine that I play high stakes with, Nelson Souza. 3 years ago, I asked him about Rashid Shaheed. I was like, do you think this guy will ever boom? And this is a guy that's really good at identifying guys like that early on. And he was like, if that guy got opportunity, I'd be in on him 100%. And I was like, that's all I need to know. Thanks for talking to you. And I was like, and then over the 3 years, last year, he was starting to be consistent. And I was like, I knew this guy was good. And he got hurt. So I'm hoping that he can stay healthy because he is very good. He was proper.
I had him in Scott Fish, dude. It's crazy. I had him and Rashee Rice.
You could just see it. when guys flash.
Both of them, dude, and all of a sudden, one guy goes down, the other guy goes down.
He is 100% being slept on in redraft leagues this year. In Dynasty, too. Because where did you get him? What round was that? 11? 10? 10?
Yeah, 11.
11. Yeah, he's being slept on.
Yeah, that's who I would have took there. So I'll take Caleb Johnson here. Just take a little swing on somebody who could potentially be somebody who gets on a good team, maybe in the second or third round of the draft. Got a big year in 2024. We'll see.
Now, I will say this. I know you guys were talking about him earlier and stuff, and you kind of wanted to get bought in and stuff like that. But to me, and it might not seem like it, but Khalil Shakir, you watch out for him this year. Okay. It's going to be one of the things. It's the same thing with Rashid Shaheed. getting that chemistry and stuff like that. And this is going to be Shakir's third year with Allen where he has that chemistry. It's like that third year breakout with everybody and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go to the moon or anything like that, but I can guarantee you he will be their number one option.
Consistent flex, right? You can count on him to be a consistent flex. I'm trying to like him. I've always been out on him, but that doesn't mean I'm always out on a guy. But like,
I get that. But sit here and think about it this way, okay? Even when he was injured, he played through injury last year.
He did.
Allen was constantly trying to find him to go to him because he's clutch in those clutch moments. And like I said, this third year is going to be that step.
Sure. So that mean
I like it. I like it. I might have to mix in some Shakir. I like it.
I like Shakir.
Yeah.
I took Ingram here, man. I like him with Knicks, bro. Woo.
Yep.
Good pick.
This deep, man. Was it the 12th round? I'll take it.
I took the 2 rookie tight ends. One of them will hit. I think one of them has to hit.
Here's the deal, man. You could
a rookie tight end has been in the top 5 or top 3, whatever, in the last 2 years at the tight end position. So I'll take my chance.
You could wait so long on tight ends. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz, you could probably get in in the 15th, 16th round. It's crazy.
Personally, I think this is a wait year on tight end. I mean, it's hard to argue against Bowers, but I feel like if I'm not picking at the back end and I get 2 picks in a row and one of them can be Bowers, I'm unsatisfied with picking Bowers and then waiting like 7 or 8 more picks to take my second guy.
I'll put it this way. Now, I know I picked Bowers. I know I picked Bowers here, but I would prefer to get him later in the first round.
Yeah.
If I'm truly in a draft, and I'm going to be 100% forward with you guys, I'm probably not taking Bowers at that position. I'm probably taking Chase and stuff like that. And like I said, because look, tight ends, like I said, he's going to be separated with the. Oh, I drafted the wrong person. I was talking too much.
I was going to say you are on the clock, but
yeah, I know. And I went to go type, hit someone else, and I hit the one right above it. But it's all right. I'll take that.
Wide receiver dried up quick, huh? I think I'm taking. I'm gonna go with Devin Neal.
That's who I was gonna take. Well, look.
I like him.
It goes
he looks
to
good.
point.
He looks real good.
Real quick. That here's a prime example. Knowing your team that you're drafting, because JC preached at the beginning and stuff like that, is 3 receivers you're starting and everything. Okay. Look, you might initially start out saying, okay, there's tons of receivers, but when you start getting down to this end and everything, that's where they dry up. And here's the year where you could wait on those running backs, because there's going to be so many running backs coming out that you're going to have a shot at towards the end of the year.
It's definitely. I agree. It's definitely a 0 running back year.
Yep.
Just like last year. Last year, I was trying to go heavy running back early because I like the wide receiver class, and those are the guys that come cheaper in the drafts. In redraft, anyway. In redraft, I was going not mostly, but for the most part, like 60%. I was trying to do running back heavy early, especially if I could lock up 2 elite ones.
Man, I wanted that Devin Neal so bad right there.
A lot of QB questions.
Trey Benson's not bad though. James Conner isn't gonna last forever.
Well, I prefer to have Benson over the Carolina rookie running back from last year. So
I agree. I agree with that.
So
Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah. I just don't know if he's. I think his window's out the out the door now.
I'm so sad about it. Man,
He
looks
is way behind the 8 ball. I'll agree with that.
Oh man, I was so excited for him. I thought he was going to come out of that injury and just explode. Because man, watching him in college was, whew. But I agree with you. I think he's kind of done. Chuba got paid, so they kind of. I think that
Swift
that
is
kind
a
of
good
says.
pick.
I think that right there kind of says it. That I don't think you would have paid him that kind of money if they're a rookie running back who had an injury, who had another injury, was going to be ready to go next year. I don't think they would have just paid him that kind of money. So I think Chuba's going to be there for a couple of years.
Yeah, but Chuba went out there and he went out and proved it and stuff like that. He earned what he got based off of last year and everything. Like I said, he was my sleeper last year. I had him everywhere, man. I was so glad to have him.
Yeah, I agree, man. He was
Brandon Strange,
great.
nice.
Oh, damn it. Damn, McFly, that's my guy.
Cup,
Strange,
Hooper,
man. I'm all
Higgins,
about Brandon Strange. I love that pick.
Wow, he's still there. He might still be there the next time around. Well, I guess I'll wait on that. I think I'm going with
Don't leave him for me.
a guy that's in line for more volume this year. I'm sure they're going to draft a running back, but I still like him in the passing game. And he's young and he's fresh. He don't have a lot of carries. Jalen Warren.
No, that's a solid pick.
His fantasy points per touch is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I like Jalen Warren.
So initially, like I said, instead of with Trey Benson, I would have taken Devin Neal because I am pairing these two running backs that back to back if I'm given the opportunity in all drafts this year. Ollie Gordon,
I almost took him.
With the down year last year, I think people are going to be sleeping on him. And if he gets set up in the right environment,
landing spot, yep.
Yeah.
I like him too. But I took Warren because I already know he's going to be involved. That was the only difference there. I have two rookie running backs already, so I went with the stability pick over the rookie pick. And that was the difference between Warren and Gordon. But there'd be situations where I take Gordon over Warren there. Jennings is a good pick.
Juwan,
Steve's doing good. Yeah, Stevie's doing a good draft. Got a good draft going there. I don't mind the Kamara pick and the Taylor pick because running backs are year to year in Dynasty, if you ask me. People say 2-year window, but I think running backs is a 1-year window.
I'll take some Cedric Tillman. Let me get some Tillman.
I was looking at that was the guy I was talking about that might be still available when it comes back to me, but I guess not.
As it came all the way to me, obviously it's getting talked about in the chat, like all the way back here. I was like, oh shit.
So somebody offered me him in a trade a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks back in a dynasty league, and I declined it. I think it involves me trading too much. Like he wanted too much. And then yesterday, I offered him a 308 this year and my 2026 third. So 2/3 for him, and I got declined. And then he counted it, trying to get 205 from me. So I have the 205, the 208, the 104, and the 108 this year. I have four picks in the first 2 rounds. And I'm not a contender at all. I'm rebuilding. I have Caleb Williams, Roma Dunzi. It's a rebuild roster, but if I do things right this year, I can probably contend. So I'm trying to get Tillman on the cheap. I'm trying to get a wide receiver on the cheap because I need a wide receiver. Somebody with upside like in dynasty upside like Tillman. And he declined it, and he was like 205 to Cedric Tillman. I can't accept that. I think that's a little high. I mean, what's your guys' opinion on that? Is Tillman worth a 205 this year?
100%, man.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, look, I I'll put it this way: Judy had a solid season last year, but if it wasn't for Tillman getting hurt, I don't know if it would have been such a big swing for Judy and stuff like that without Tillman getting hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tillman's worth. I mean, what? Who? Okay, who are you picking at that spot in the rookie draft that you think is better than Tillman?
Probably a running back. I like the second round running backs this year.
I get that, but are they gonna? I think that Tillman.
I mean, I honestly, I don't really have a set plan because 104. I'm gonna play it by who's available. And then if I don't like who's available, I'm going to try to do something with one of the 2 first-round picks. But
so
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I do like Tillman, though. I do like him.
So in games where he had over 50%, I mean, that's not too great. It's not too great. But
what are they doing at quarterback?
Wide receiver 16, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 13, wide receiver 48, wide receiver 81. But against Pittsburgh, he only got 4 targets, 2 catches, 28 yards. But then you got games where it's like 11 targets, 9 targets, 12 targets. Like those are the games you want to see from someone like that, you know. In those games, it's 81 yards, 99 yards, 75 yards. You know, that's pretty awesome. One of those games was 2 touchdowns, and one of those games was 1 touchdown. So out of the 3 games where he had a lot of targets, or okay, we could say this: 4 games, he had more than 5 targets. And in those games, he had 12 targets, 9 targets, 11 targets, 8 targets. In those games, he finished as wide receiver 16, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 13, wide receiver 48. I would say that's pretty good. One bad week, you know, I would say that's pretty. If he gets the opportunity and they use him in the offense correctly, I would say the risk is worth the reward.
Maybe I can try the 208 first. And if he declines that, then I'll reconsider the 205.
I mean, here I'm getting him in what, the 13th round?
No, I know that, but I have the 205 and the 208. So, and I haven't offered him the 208 yet. I mean, he's a good player, so he's probably going to decline it and be like 205 or nothing. So
he's young too, man, 24.
All right,
Coker's nice too. I like that too. Coker's sweet too, man. It's just
I don't know if I'm sold on him this year, but maybe next year.
They sign Thielen back. Yeah,
I think Coker is going to be one of those guys that takes 3 or 4 years, like Shaheed.
So Superflex question for you guys: what's Justin Fields' value right now?
I love it. Is he still available?
Yeah, he's gonna be very late, man. Yeah, he'll be late.
I'm so in on Justin Fields for fantasy
best
football,
ball, dude. Ooh,
he's got Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson. Like, enough said.
Okay, what's his trade value in a dynasty league right now?
I don't know about his trade. His actual value is probably higher than his trade value. If I have him, I'm holding him. I'm not trying to trade him.
Where would you, if he was a drafted quarterback this year? That's the question you should ask in the NFL draft. Where would you take him? Would he be the 3rd quarterback
in the rookie draft? Draft,
4th quarterback. Do you like him over Jackson?
I think he's over. I take him over all of them.
See, and he's still available. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's an answer to your question right there. That should answer.
But I'm a Fields truther.
So you
I think he was did wrong. I think he was did wrong in Chicago with the offensive coordinators different every year. He never got a chance to develop. Pittsburgh benched him. He was 4-2 when they benched him, and they finished 9-8. And was it 9-8?
What's crazy is His spike week was over 40 points in fantasy. That's insane. It's insane.
And he gives the offense a wrinkle that the defense has to prepare for, as opposed to like a guy like Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my answer would be
What's my
it
turn?
depends on who you're playing with and what they value him at. But I would say, sadly, it's probably gonna be a late. I would say you're gonna get a first rounder for it. I would say he's worth a first rounder, late first round. Regardless, people now have that rookie fever. You know what I'm saying? They're getting to that point where it's like, ooh, I need to draft rookies, and that's where these rookie picks start flying. You know, as soon as you get into the rookie draft, it's almost impossible to trade for rookie first rounders. Like you're almost better off. Like if you want players at that point, you're like, all right, I'm going for guaranteed wins. I'm trading my first rounders because I don't know what they're gonna be. Like that's what happens in the rookie draft. People they fiend for rookies. There's just something about it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
No, that's your guy.
Boo. 5-hole. No, Stevie gets beat short side. I score on him short side all the time. He's lazy on the short side.
You tell him.
He'll admit it too. He'll agree.
All right, I'm gonna reach for this player, but it's somebody that I have a lot of faith in if he lands in a good spot. I like Tootin, man. He's very shifty. He's really fast.
I do too.
I
him too.
really like this player, and it's just somebody I'm willing to reach on because I think somebody else.
No, I was just
people
gonna
that
say
I-
I'm not gonna reach for him, but I do like him. I do like him if he falls to me. I wouldn't reach on him.
I'm willing to
JC.
reach on him. I think he's gonna
Maybe
maybe
after the landing spot. After the landing spot, maybe.
I'm happy with him, man. Here right now in this position of the draft, you're literally swinging on players. There are players there.
I
but
know that.
Here, maybe
We don't
other
know the
players
landing.
don't know
We
about
don't.
him. But
It's a bigger
I'm fine
swing
with
right
it.
now without the landing spot, though.
We're doing that with everybody that's a rookie that's not drafted yet.
No, not true.
Eh,
I think he has to fit what the offense is. The offense, he has to be the missing piece to the offense he lands in.
I don't know, man. I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah. I don't know about immediately though. I don't know.
There's
I don't know.
sometimes
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
And here's another player where I'm gonna jump on, who I also think just because I've seen a consistency in players coming out of this school at this position, if they get an opportunity, they do well. Quarterbacks coming out of Oregon.
Okay.
So I would
Initially,
say
I thought you were going
that
a different direction, but go ahead and continue. Sorry.
So Dylan Gabriel coming out of Oregon, we've seen a lot of players. Mariota did very, very well. I mean, he didn't do as well as he could have, but Herbert, rookie year, comes out, has the most touchdowns thrown by a rookie quarterback, and guess what happens by another quarterback as a rookie coming out of Oregon? Beats that record. Bo Nix comes out and throws a rookie record touchdowns. I mean, so I want to see. I'm hoping for the consistency. He is my fourth quarterback in a Superflex league. So and youth is there, so I'm hoping he falls into a situation where maybe in a couple of years he's that guy who kind of falls into a situation where he starts.
That's the beautiful thing about Neil and stuff like that, because it gives these college QBs more time if they truly take advantage of it to gain that experience. And ain't no different from Bo Nix and everything to Dylan Gabriel and stuff. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I just think that these Oregon quarterbacks are just something different. We've seen a lot of consistency coming out of that school with quarterbacks in the last couple of years, so I'm willing to take that risk. at my fourth quarterback, and even if he here's what's awesome about a Superflex league. All right, say that 2 years from now, my quarterbacks are all doing well, and somebody else has quarterbacks that aren't doing so well, and all of a sudden Dylan Gabriel has a starting quarterback job, and I'm willing to trade him off for something really great for myself. So that's kind of a situation where I'm feeling okay here in the 16th round.
I'm gonna go Ray Davis. Fuck it.
I like that pick. I like Ray Davis, man. He's great.
I do too. Yeah, he's a great value in Dynasty right now because hasn't even been tapped yet, and James Cook is still there. And I bet you anything that when James Cook contract is up, they ain't paying him because he already asked for $16 million, and they were like, yeah, we're talking like 7 years or whatever.
You sniped Rico. I think you sniped Rico. He said ... bruh. He sniped Rico, man. Sniped? Yep, he said sniped.
I wasn't gonna pick him. I was like looking at tight ends, and I was like, "Ooh, Ray Davis is available." I can't.
Yeah, it's a good. I think it's a good pick. I think it's a great pick. Ray Davis, man. What's crazy about Ray Davis is he literally was like sniping. He was vulturing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Touchdowns. He was scoring touchdowns. And I like that, man. Late round running back who can score touchdowns.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get more volume as Allen ages. Not ages, but because he's, Allen's still in prime shape. But I think they're going to dial down what he does around the goal line a little bit if they can. And Ray Davis provides that. Ray Davis they'll be like, all right, we have him. We can use him at the goal line, a little bit more. Not have to really rely on Allen.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. Right here, Sawtootin when I went to the combine really opened the eyes live. I'm telling you, man, watching him at the combine. I mean, it is the combine, but I was like, ooh. There was just some things he was doing there where it was just like, whoa. There's something about that.
That's why landing spot's going to matter because there's like 46% of the NFL teams that don't know what to do with the players they have.
Yeah, I feel you. I think that hurts me too because there are some rookies where I'm just like I watch them and I'm like, whoa.
And then there's some that don't get playing time, that don't get enough playing time because they are rookies. Like
sometimes I fall in love.
Oh, it's my turn.
Can't help it.
So there's better tight ends on the board, but where I already have 2 rookie tight ends, I need to get somebody. I need to get somebody who has a floor, and where they haven't added any wide receivers yet. I'm kind of in on Dalton Schultz.
I know where JC thought you were going, but when you said they had no receivers, that totally went off the board.
No, so for tight ends for me, so I have 2 rookie tight ends with upside. If they happen to not pan out, I want to have a tight end to fall back on, and I think Dalton Schultz fills that perfectly.
I think there's another tight end that's more valuable than Dalton Schultz right now.
Yeah, but
you son of a gun, Rito.
Not for my build though. And I said that. I did say that. There's better tight ends on the board. I said that.
Rito, great pick there.
Yeah, I knew you'd be looking at it at a later round and everything. He's a solid pickup with the trade behind Aaron Jones, man.
Yeah, it's a great pick behind Aaron Jones. He's gonna get starts this year.
It's a good pick. Jordan Mason is a great dynasty pick.
Yeah, he's in my queue, and now he's gone.
I saw him there, but I already picked 100 running back, so I was like, I'm not going to pick him.
You always need that 101 running back, though.
Ugh. You son of a gun.
I'm sorry, sir. You guys gotta stop having me in these drafts.
I like literally. I'm looking at running backs now, and I'm like, there's nobody I mean, there's one guy here like he's gonna get time, but there's a lot of other guys here where I'm just like, no. So I'm just gonna get my other tight end, who I know is gonna give me points, a lot of points.
Hey, can I make a pick for you?
Yeah,
I know who you're going with.
who's it gonna be?
Zach Ertz.
It's guaranteed points,
Yep.
dude. I know he's gonna score points. I mean, I have Angram, but new
Zach
system.
Ertz was another fallback guy, but I'm feeling good about
it's
you. I think
I
Schultz is.
It's dynasty, but it's guaranteed
year,
he's gonna
yeah.
score a lot of points. You know, like I'm gonna make sure he's in my lineup at least somewhere.
What if he?
Weeks
What if
where-
he? He's old. He's older than Schultz, right? Way older.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
way
he's
older,
old,
but
dude.
at least 3 years older.
I would say at
Okay.
least 5 years older.
5?
Oh yeah.
He's old.
He was part of my 2018 monster. He was my tight end that year. He had like
Zach
100.
Ertz is 34. Dalton Schultz is 28.
Damn. Yeah,
Damn,
Mel
it
took
is.
either running back.
Okay, I
Mel-
feel better about taking Schultz over him then.
Mel took my other running back who I felt comfortable drafting this year this late. Kareem Hunt actually it just got re-signed by the Chiefs, so I'm very okay with taking him this late because he's going to get playing time. They're not they're not super happy with Pacheco, right? If Kareem Hunt's still getting re-signed.
As soon as Kareem Hunt got re-signed, freaking Pacheco went off my board.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking here now, and it's like, man, you really gotta. You're really swinging on running backs. It's like, oof, you're really, you're
I
open.
see one running back there worth swinging on, still available.
I do
might
too.
buy
I
him
see a
up.
couple. Now I see some veterans there, but the draft can change everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think we're looking at the same guy, Frito. As usual.
But you know what? I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Miller. Yep.
Yeah, that was one of the guys I was looking at.
I'm gonna take a fucking swing on Wandale Robinson. Finished as wide receiver 36 last year, so
Malik?
Wandale.
I say Wandale.
Wandale.
Wandale, yeah.
There went the running back I was gonna take.
Yeah, Mostert to Vegas. I mean, yeah, he could be, but I don't know.
I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, that changed my outlook on everything. So I'm gonna go with Roman Wilson.
Yeah,
Okay.
I needed another running back in my on my squad, but I literally looked at this at the end here and I said, "There's really not much that I can't get on free agency, you know." So I'd rather take a swing on a wide receiver and just solidify that. Any receiver, it's PPR league. You know, I only have to start 2 running backs. If I have to make a trade, I can make a trade. That's
Man, there's a receiver here right now that's available, and man, I'm so high on him, but it scares me to death. And he started to come on last year. I'm gonna wait until the draft is over, see if nobody takes him, and then I'll throw it out there to you guys.
Taking another shot on one of the rookie running backs in this class. It could pan out based on landing spot. I have a lot of running backs. I guess I plan on making trades.
Told you, 101.
They're like such great trade bait though.
This is the year.
Rico is all about tight ends this year, more than Mel. Mel loves tight ends.
All right.
I think Rico is.
Tell me this receiver, where you guys at on him? John Mechie.
Oh, I don't know. I like the situation. He's in a good situation because they haven't added anything. And they haven't re-signed. They haven't re-signed Diggs yet. And
I think it really depends on his health, right? He's still. You're coming off that.
He's out though.
Right?
He's another year removed though, JC. That if
I
anything,
get that, man, but it's tough. It's rough on the body.
I think.
The talent's there. The talent is 1,000% there.
The situation's there too for now. As of right now. Yeah.
I don't hate it, man. If somebody has them on their team, if you could throw a 5th rounder for them, because somebody might take that. I'm okay with that. You're literally, I mean, you're taking a swing on a player that you're really hoping. That's what these last rounds are. It's like, all right, well, there's a player where maybe the situation is good, or maybe a player might not be in front of them, or maybe they're not drafting another player in that position to take something away from them, like Mostert, right? If Las Vegas doesn't go in and go draft a running back, like who is really there to take the really stuff from Mostert, really, right? Who? Please tell me who, because there's really nobody. So like him in the last round, that's awesome. But if they get draft somebody, then boom, all of a sudden maybe there's a situation where he loses. So yes, in the last round with a player where you're talking about situation, opportunity, talent, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. So yeah, I agree. Any other thoughts?
Is this was the last round? I thought it was 20 rounds.
Yeah, we're
18. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to say, I mean, I think it's good. All right, Will, tell me, what team would you say is your favorite?
Mine. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Didn't you do that last week too?
What's that?
I said, didn't you do that last week too?
No.
I liked Will's team last week. He had a good build.
Thank you. I like JC's. I like how you started with the 2 wide receivers. I keep telling myself, okay, every Monday I'm gonna do 4 wide receivers. I'm gonna start out 2 wide receivers. Trying to see how that works out, and I can just never do it. I can't do it. So I admire your bravery going with Chase. Obviously, good. Neighbors, good pick, of course, but 1 and 2, it's a lot. It's brave. Breece Hall, I don't hate that pick at all. With Fields there now, I think Hall's gonna. I think he's gonna have a much more productive year. Although we know Fields likes to run. May, Lawrence, Young, good QB room. Williams at 7. Picking up Joe Mixon, he's good. A lot of people underestimate him. He has a lot of solid weeks in fantasy. Be surprised. I picked him up last year, and I was pretty pleasantly surprised. Reed, Adams. I see Adams. I think, unlike a lot of people, I think he's washed. I think
I don't know, man.
Bouncing from team to team and the whole BS with Rodgers. I'm just not high on him personally. Johnson, I don't know too much about, so I'm gonna skip over that one. Ingram in Denver, that's a steal at 12. I actually saw it earlier and didn't pick it up, and I'm mad at myself for not pick it up. But I do like Ingram, tight end. Tillman, I don't know. I saw some hype in him last season. We'll see. It's a good pick at 13. Harris, I'm not familiar with.
So Trey Harris is. I'll just tell you a little bit. So Trey Harris is a big body receiver out of Ole Miss. So to me, it's me taking a swing on a player who is similar in a way to players like AJ Brown and like DK Metcalf. So kind of similarity, players like that. So in the situation, it's me taking a swing on a player that could hit in that situation if he lands in a good spot.
Good idea. I like it. Gabriel coming out of Oregon. I agree there. Bo Nix. Can't go wrong. Ertz is always good. And Robinson is your last pick. What are they doing at QB? Does anybody know?
Which team?
The Giants?
Oh.
That's hard.
We bought the Kirk Cousins.
Winston.
Winston would be nice.
Winston
Yeah,
would-
I like
Oh,
that.
that would be so fun to watch that team with him, dude.
Yeah,
Neighbors
that
would
would be
have a fire
Winston.
ass year.
Winston's visiting him today.
Yeah, I could see, man. That would be, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Let me get in the draft room. I want to analyze Stevie the goalie's team real quick. I got to get back in the draft room, though. Somehow I backed myself out of the draft room.
All right, so Stevie.
He picked 107.
Stevie went Jalen Hurts first. And then he went
Yes.
CeeDee
Okay,
Lamb.
I got it up. All right. So Jalen Hurts was kind of a gift because I took Burrow earlier. But I think dynasty-wise, Burrow is like he's capable of a 50 touchdown season at any point, I think, with those two wide receivers.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is the quarterback for the Eagles. I mean, what else can you say? He come back, and when it come back to him, he took CeeDee. I like this. I specifically like it because he got a 5.7 Dak, and I think that fell to him. Like Dak, fifth round, like Dak was going like 207 in dynasty startups last year. Mid second round, he got him in mid fifth round, and he stacked them with CeeDee. AJ Brown, you could argue the AJ Brown pick, but you could always trade AJ Brown. AJ Brown's a great asset.
I think it was a stack pick, though, more of a stack pick with Jalen Hurts. With Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, so yeah, he started off well. I love Jonathan Taylor. Like he did a good job. Like Steve, your first draft was terrible, but I think that you weren't prepared. Maybe you weren't prepared, and you were like, I'm gonna fucking join this one, and I feel better about this. And you got a better land. You got a better pick. 107 is much better than 10 wherever you were picked like 111 the last time. So, the one thing I will say is you took Tajay Spears, Jerome Ford, and who else? You went older in Dowdle. So you
Kamara.
went. I think you should be buying in with the team that you have. You should be buying into the rookie class running backs more so than the Rico Dowdles and the Jerome Fords. That's my only grief here. I like the Njoku. I had Njoku lined up. I think you sniped him, and then I had to take Loveland. And Jonnu is a great pick too. I like Jonnu. Jonnu is you have a good tight end combo. The Aaron Rodgers pick and you should have went with the rookie running backs over those. But other than that, your foundation is solid. Brandon Ayuk as a wide receiver 4 is great. DJ Moore with Ben Johnson in getting the ball in his. Ben Johnson likes to get the ball in the hands of his playmakers, and DJ Moore is consistently in the top 10 wide receivers yards after catch consistently every year, and they need to be getting the ball in his hands a lot quicker. And I see DJ Moore being more beneficiary than a Dunzy this year. But going like dynasty wise, Dunzy might end up outproducing DJ Moore over time. But this is a win now team, and you got some guys that you can trade. AJ Brown is a good asset to trade. He's an aging asset. If you don't, Ayuk can be consistent, but he doesn't necessarily have a high ceiling. So once he has some spike weeks, there's a lot of players you could sell here. I think you did a good job overall, Steve. And I hope you join us for more drafts and get even better, because I think you can do better overall.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Frito, Mr. Frito Bandito. Tell me a little bit about somebody else's team. What was a team that you said that you thought was pretty well drafted?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk 2 teams because to me, when I'm looking at the teams, and I'm not going to stand here and call any of our teams out or anything like that. I think overall and stuff, we all do a good job kind of understanding where we need to fill in and everything. But to me, like win now, like they're ready to compete right away. I think Mel put together a solid team. Starting out with, she got Purdy and Tua at QB. So good, solid foundation for both of them. Obviously, she got Saquon Barkley. She got Nakua, Devontae Smith, Waddle. She got that mixture of, look, I'm wanting to compete now. Now, down the road, I'd be worried about her team maybe 3-4 years down the road as far as dynasty-wise. So I'm looking at her team more of a compete now and stuff like that, and kind of maybe put some things together down the road to make some trades for down the road as far as dynasty-wise. But when I look at dynasty long haul, DB McFly, he put together a solid team with a lot of upside, with Jaden. Obviously, he has Derrick Henry at the end and stuff like that. But his receivers, Brian Thomas, Rashid Rice, if he comes back healthy and stuff like that and takes over where he left off, starting out with those 2 wide receivers and stuff like that is solid. And not to mention, they still have George Pickens and Jerry Jeudy down there at the end. Got young with Amari and Hampton, but all of the players here, even with McMillan and stuff like that, this is a young, solid team that can probably compete a little, probably make the playoffs and everything, but has a lot of upside to really go far too, but also save room for down the road and stuff like that to have a solid team to build up as some of these veterans like Henry and everybody else kind of fades away and everything. So solid team to kind of get in it right away, but also build them for the future.
I like it. All right, let me see here. I want to talk about Andrew's team, I think. Caleb Williams, Kyler Murray, Jameis Winston, love that.
He did the stack too. He did the stacks too.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison, a Dunze. He gets nice stack here. Chase Brown, not so sure yet.
I'm in on him. I'm totally in on him.
You don't know. There could be competition coming. You don't know.
It could be.
I like the Chuba pick. McCaffrey late, man. Gruendo, you never know there, right? With Mason being gone, right? He kind of steps into the 2 spot. So it's nice there for him, especially with anything that happens to McCaffrey. So Pitts, swing, don't know, right? No, another new year, right? Another new situation, same spot.
He should be due for 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, we talk about that. If you think about it, year, every single year, first year he got 1 touchdown, second year he got 2 touchdowns, third year he got 3 touchdowns. Guess what he got in the 4th year? 4 touchdowns. So he's guaranteed to get 5 touchdowds, right?
No, he's due. He's due for 5. So I wouldn't guarantee
it, man. And Kelsey that late too. I mean, I think with him playing that terribly at the end of the year, he can't not come back and do something right. I mean, this team I feel like is a win now with upside to continue to compete. Noah Gray basically backing up Travis Kelce in case Kelce just doesn't produce. He's got that there, and Raheem Mostert really in the last round, right? We talk about if they don't bring anybody in there, there's nobody else to compete with him really. So I think that this team is sneaky competitive.
Yeah, JC, look, Andrew's team was right there with DB McFly. I think both of those teams kind of built kind of the same similar kind of roster and everything. I just liked McFly better because he has Jaden on the team over Caleb. So
I just want to add with the Noah Gray pick in rounds like 15 through 18 or 15 through 20, depending on how deep your drafts are. But the late rounds, I just want to say that you should take like a keeper mentality for those picks, because I feel like like if you hit on a guy in the 16th round and next year you know that you should keep him in the 16th round, like that's how you should approach that round as like the next year upside. Noah Gray he's been in the system for 3 years, and you know that Mahomes probably trusts him more than, unless they get a franchise tight end like a Ty Warren or a Brock Bowers or a Sam Laporte or a Trey McBride type like player, it's probably going to be Noah Gray. And he's probably going to be decent. He probably gives you a top 12 tight end finish without Kelsey in the picture. So I just wanted to add that, like, take a keeper approach to your last 5 rounds. Keep a league.
Can I say this one thing with Noah Gray? Here's my worry on Noah Gray. Okay. He had plenty of opportunity to shine this year when Kelsey didn't shine, but didn't. And here's where I'm going to compare it to is the situation with Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Okay. Isaiah Likely came out and he shined when he took that opportunity. Now, it wasn't all the time and everything, but he kind of shined more and everything. And that's what I'm worried about with Noah Gray is he going to truly come out and shine? Is he as
an athletic player as Likely is, basically what you know what I mean? Because he is a bit bigger bodied and he is in line more so than Likely is. So I get your concerns there. I totally agree there. But he has been in the system though. That's where I kind of like counterfeited a little bit. But
I was gonna say, I think this is why this is so great.
Is good.
This is why this is so great about getting into this early, right? We can kind of, talk about players that we're excited about, talk about players we might be worried about, draft in different situations, different spots. That's why I like the randomization now, right? Because then we can kind of, all right, this is the situations I'm in, because, right? It is nice. We're able to go in there and kind of build teams and, all right.
I like that we're not getting crazy about it either. We're really like making like not sophisticated. What's the word I'm looking for? Honest. We're doing it honest, I think.
Yeah, we're making predictions, but honest predictions, right?
Yes.
We're thinking about situations where things could happen, and
yeah,
we're still very early in what's going on.
Yeah, and here's the beautiful thing about it is where we're drafting right now, I guarantee you we're not going to be drafting that way after the draft has already happened and stuff like that, because once again, it comes down to landing spots.
Yep. Agreed. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, man. This was an absolutely blast. I appreciate y'all coming on tonight. We're going to do this again next Monday. So
same format? Are we still on the same format? Yeah.
Same format. Like, I want to keep doing the same format until we get closer to the rookie draft or closer to the actual draft, the actual NFL draft.
Yep.
And then we'll start getting into the more different things, IDP and stuff like that. But for right now, I kind of want us to kind of get comfortable and kind of have fun with, building these drafts to what right now, this is what, if anybody's drafting right now, this is what they're drafting. This is what they're going to be drafting.
Also, if you're listening to this, if you're listening to this, you're probably like 4%, 5% of the fantasy population. And just the thoughts and the galaxy brain that we got going on. I mean, you're definitely getting something from it. You're already ahead of 90% of your competition. So we appreciate you tuning in, and we want you to tune in for all the future ones, because we're going to be bringing you more of the same. We're going to sit here and channel our thoughts while we go round to round.
Yeah, this is all about trying to help each other, learn situations, learn different drafting styles, understand situations where you're at, right? This is because we're still in the off season. There's still free agency moves being made. There's still teams that are literally shifting, and we haven't even gotten into the rookie draft yet. We haven't even gotten into that actual NFL draft. So it's nice to kind of brainstorm, right? That's what we're kind of doing right now. We're drafting and brainstorming, and it's nice because we can all kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Hey, why did you do this? Hey, why did you do that? Okay, I like how you did this. I like how you did that. It kind of puts us all in a better situation to when we actually get into drafting season.
makes you realize points that you didn't, especially if you know, like Frito pointed out, there's concerns with Noah Gray. So that's just, you know, those were all valid, and nobody said anything until he said it. So
Oh yes, and
yeah.
best ball season is starting. I haven't decided whether or not I want to do drafters tomorrow night. I might, but yes, best ball season is starting, and we will be doing some best ball content. So anybody out there wants to do some best ball, I might do it tomorrow night. I haven't decided, but 100% yes. Next Tuesday it will be going down. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all coming on and hanging out with us tonight. This was a blast. Another great draft. We will be doing this again next week. Every Monday night, we will be doing these.
Can I promote the Thursday check down real quick?
You can do that. Absolutely, yes.
Thursday check down. We got Rachel Woodward.
Yeah, Tootsie Pop.
Tootsie Pop. That's it. I couldn't. I should have been more prepared. But we got Rachel Tootsie Pop. Rick is taking the lead on this one. He knows her a lot better than I do. I'm looking forward to learning about Rachel and everything that she has to offer.
She's a Minnesotan. She's from here, local.
Everybody tells me she's great, so I can't wait. So
she does Unwind. She puts on Unwind. So yeah, she's a great human.
So my fantasy content consumption has been condensed. It's more so due to time than anything. That's kind of why I don't know everybody, but this is why I appreciate you having given me the show, JC, because I get to talk to these people and learn more about them and kind of get a greater feel for the entire industry. I appreciate it.
Wait till the Fantasy Football Expo, because you're going to meet so many people.
I'm already overwhelmed. I couldn't even remember it. Yeah, but
it's a good time, man.
I'm looking forward to see how to give Rick the lead, and you know, I want to show that we both can host the show. Rick is good. And I'm confident in him as a co-host, and Thursday Checkdown is getting better and better every week, man.
If anybody is planning to go to the Fantasy Football Expo, we do have promo codes. So basically any tickets that are available that aren't the ultimate package, TSA Fam 10 gets you $10 off of those. But if you want to try to get a ultimate package, which is extreme, basically you could do everything you can think possible. Plus, get to meet some of the top, hang out with some of the top analysts in the industry, draft with them, get an opportunity to draft. So basically, there's only 100 tickets for those ultimate packages. So you get basically getting an opportunity to win a chance to get into a draft like we do in the Kings Classic, which I'm got an opportunity this year to get into the IDP Kings Classic. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But
you better kill it. I don't want to have to look at your team and be like, dude, what did you do?
I don't know. No, I don't even know if you understand the people that we're going to be playing against.
I do, dude. It doesn't matter. Just do your thing. I play against the best all the time.
I did all right, man. I played in a one and done. Our guy Gary Davenport, he's the king of IDP, the Godfather. He puts on this Oasis League, and it's a one and done league. Literally, it's a IDP league. You have to start 21 players. You start 10 offense and 11 defensive players.
That's
and
insane.
It's a one and done. So you have to start all you do. It's fun, man. It's intense. It's crazy intense. So if I can compete in that, I think I'll be okay. It's the drafting part. It's going to be intimidating with some of the players, some of the people that are in there. It's going to be a little intimidating.
Don't even worry about it, dude. Just do things on your own terms. That's all you have to follow. Yeah.
It's just there's some heavy hitters in that one. All right, hey. Frito, you want to shout out anything? You got anything to go? You got anything you want to talk about? You good?
Man, I'm just enjoying jumping on with you guys, man. Once again, appreciate it. I will throw this out there. I dumped a lot of leagues this year, so I could be open to jump in any leagues that anybody wants, needs someone to fill in. So holler at your boy Frito Bandito, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. All right, we're getting out of here. It's been a great Monday, man. This is a blast. I appreciate everyone hanging out with us, but we are out of here. Peace out.